Hello, hello, and we're back with more Disco Elysium. I am the Damon Forever, hoping the stream will start. It looks like it has. And so, in the last episode, or the last stream, we ended up talking to Classier and the Hardy Boys quite a bit, figuring all that out, trying to, I guess, pinpoint what our next move was. I thought the Hardy Boys were telling the truth, but apparently they weren't. And now it's all a bit more confusing. I also forgot the fact that Classier was actually a lorry driver, because that never came up during that conversation. But we found her stuff in that lorry that the racist lorry driver told us about. But we never brought any of that up. However, I didn't. There was the option about talking about prescription drugs that I didn't go into yet. Anyway, that's that. So we kind of completed that part of the main quest. There's obviously still more to do, but what I want to do right now, as it says in the stream title, is to go and get the try and figure out how to get the stuff with Suna sorted. But before we get into that, let's just do the usual checks of our audio recording. So I'm just going to check on the audio on my computer. Yep, everything seems to be recording well, so we're good to go. Continue. Alright, so it's 7 o'clock, so we don't really have much time, I don't think. Yeah, so what I was going to do is, because there's no new dialogue with Plaisance.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
And there's no new dialogue with Suna either, so far as I can tell, unless I'm missing something obvious. I'm gonna attempt this.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered.
Alright, so we have a bunch of things that we can equip. Yeah, so we have a bunch of things that we can equip. Let's look at that first. So we want pain threshold. We saw this in the last session where we have quite a few things that have pain threshold in them. This one was nothing, yeah. Sorry. Oh, I've got an itch in my throat now. Oh, sorry. So that's the best we can do, I think, with pain threshold. Wait, it was pain threshold, right?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in...
And I don't think the requirement is heavy. But if it is, then I will just burn this. I will restart.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Are you serious?
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
I might die anyway. I'll go with this one. I might die anyway, I didn't have any other option. Oh no. Okay, I didn't expect this. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. I know we can talk to Kim, so we'll give that a sec. Ooh. I was going to say, I seems very zoomed in. I didn't even zoom out there. Citius Fortis, the rest is one off. Shot put ball.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
Okay.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Head hurts? What does my head hurt? High performance weightlifting gloves. Notice collars. Head hurts. Very low. Anyway, I won't do that. I'd do it if I had like a higher physical instrument, but otherwise, meh. Or if I actually had more help. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Is this like a thing where training in the police academy or something like that?
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
I forgot to actually voice the dialogue. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There's no collars on the barbell. What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
My worry here is that if I fail, I lose health, so I'm not going to do it. And I have no health items, so, you know. Okay, what do I get here? Item. Oh yeah, the shot put. Wow, 30 real. Is it real? Yeah, I think so. A ball used for playing shot put, a favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Let's talk. Oh, yeah. Let's talk to Kim.
What is this place?
It's an adventure.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
No, I want supernatural reasons, explanations, and all that jazz. I thought I had a lot of things I could ask him just now. Ooh, this is open again. Modus Mullen. I like how my Inland Empire is still low. I thought Inland Empire was okay. Could be the outfits. Okay, let's see. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Anything from my thoughts? No, Inland Empire. Maybe I threw away the one that gave me something. Okay. Close. I don't think we need pain threshold anymore. I don't even know what I have on. Oops. I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one. I have the weightlifting. No, are these the weightlifting? Yeah, I think these are the weightlifting gloves. I think. Anyway, let's put some interfacing on. No, I'll keep what I have on right now. What about this one? Inland Empire Evolution. I wonder how many Inland Empires I have. Another one. Wait, did I just... Yeah, okay. Okay. My shoes are currently composure, aren't they? What's my composure like? 8, perception 6. Let's get everything to 7. Yeah, all my good ones are at 7. Volition at 6. Pain threshold at 5 because randomly, why not? Endurance at 1. So I think my next skill point will put into volition so that I can do the other volition. What's Harry doing? Oh, that was cool. I didn't realize he had this idle animation. I was going to take this off, this multi-tool, but then I realized this is something I need for this area. What I could do, however, is I could equip tools as equip. Where's the pry bar? Oh, we need the flashlight, don't we? Okay. In your face, Skip.
Yes?
Even. So white check though. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything. I think that we'll have that option for a while, so we don't have to rush. I don't think. I know I want to go in here. Oh, I could just go in. Okay. The hallway is blocked by all the window panes and debris. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted now. Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. I hear noises. Did I see something move? Is that just the light? Oh, that's very freaky actually in here. A naked mannequin torso, a strangely yellow color. Wait, what? Oh. Blue velvet, soft to touch, moth bitten. But where are the clothes it used to display?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural.
Is this like some D&D or something?
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Okay.
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Not sure I expected that, but okay.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
I was going to say, then only the high welkin will remain. Why not just have a world of only high welkins?
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Well, this has been educational. Let's move on.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Oh, he's interested.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Ooh, heat death scenario. It's kind of the opposite from what I would expect, since it's going away from the sun rather than towards it. Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain.
I see.
Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Interesting.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Aww. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Interesting.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Interesting. Was that... Okay, we did that. Let's look at this.
A dusty radio computer sleeps on
Oh,
its
another one of
wired
these. Oh
frame,
yeah, that's soon I said
forgotten
that.
and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Another radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber,
Oh,
revealing
the noise it
fluorescent
makes it so
play and
cool.
print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Can I put a tape in? Is that the door? Yeah, I think so. Let's not go through the door yet.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medicinal here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, who's the game master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
Ah, if it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
So this was the central hub.
All of this is gone, left unrealized.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of air width alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Oh, Kim has something more to say. Hold up, Kim, hold up. Money. Money.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's obvious this is what remains of Suna's radio game studio Fortress accident. Looks like an undercover accounting intelligence program. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? It does look like a game studio, but it could be an undercover system. Because I don't think Suna works for a game studio. Let's go with this.
No, that's not it. I think...
Oh, damn.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. And by these people, I mean people in Sona's radio game company, Fortress Accident.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How were they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Then what did Suna care about what happened in the church?
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Well, I mean, they succeeded to some degree then. And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were board game, with hit death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
He says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and the rack crosses the floor.
Let's keep moving.
Okay, so I think... Oh, I thought that was a ladder. Anyway. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. What's that? Filament memory. Slipstream logo. Can I use the filament memory here? Or do I have to go back to Suna's place? So is this a door? Oh. Let's go back. Let's look at the item first. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule note. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. But I need tape or something first. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. The floorboards creak. La Delta. Let's just look at that quickly. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghost of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist. Vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Knock on it.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knock on it harder.
Still nothing. No one's home.
Knock even harder. Oh my god, are you serious?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
I'm gonna have to repeat some of this, I think. Ah, crap, that's so bad. Ooh. Okay, so I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented. That ain't easy on the ticker. He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Ah, it's so annoying. Really, the game should autosave much more. Alright, you have to do all that again. Oh, that's really annoying, actually. And it might not even work this time. Oh, I have to change outfits and all that as well. What am I looking for? Pain threshold.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you.
Oh, wait, no, I need this.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. You smash into...
You're not thinking of trying again, are
I'm just gonna speed this as much as I can. Ah, that sucks so much.
A barbell. It's six. There are no... Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that.
You're right. The weight may fall. It would be a violation of EPA. What is this place? No, I doubt.
Some specks of an eerie feeling rises.
Yes, no need to.
Tools, let's equip this. And then, oops. Items, clothes, let's change back into something. Let's wear this. And we got perception on, didn't we? Yeah, fine. Oh no, we did that, didn't we? No, not yet.
The barbell waits
Oh no,
patiently.
we did. Okay. Got that. At least I can read this again. Airship rollers covered in spiderwebs, they remind you of blades. Cool, cool. Take money. Make a mannequin. That. Skill point. Take that. Take that. Close, use the display. So that was a door, okay. Yep.
This old radio
Marking
freak
it,
unclear.
see.
You think
What is
so?
now? This game
Someone,
master.
the leader of a mass, whoever decides to call a list
yeah,
of
yeah.
all of this is
My
Yep.
God, the schedule.
nothing.
Cool. Let's go through all this
Your
again.
flashlight. Some of these trends. Who are one of the Welkins? It's the hull.
An inordinate. Some people really. This looks like Well, just look at.
And for what? The photo entire. You see a pinned postcard. This it look. Everyone. Mini-me stands for as time.
Looks like they did.
A note in the bottom left. The hand. The foot. These lithe trans. Who are one of the Welk? It's the hull.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into. Just look at.
And for what?
Cool. Kim doesn't want to talk. I need to do this first.
A dusty.
Another radio computer.
Don't
The
know.
machine lights. It's
Look
empty. The
inside.
filament you have would fit perfectly inside the.
Oh, so I didn't need to do this. Okay, so this is different at least. Insert production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you, her voice.
Good evening. First accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Let's try the password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
After life, death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Was that the same password that Suna used? I don't remember.
Really? She just used the same password?
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Yep.
those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Press print.
With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read the
It's
print out.
a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Read about capital.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident, SCA, managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished.
Gosh, where did they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Sounds familiar to what we're getting nowadays, doesn't it? Read about the workforce, who worked there, how long.
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations.
Skim through the production schedule, whatever it is.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Right, what happened?
It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Riel game with 400,000 in their bank account.
Okay.
They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
I could have.
No, you couldn't have.
What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not.
Oh, wow.
Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
Are you serious? This is some insane shit. Who were these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How many?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah, sure. Oh, nice. Continue. Keep going. I got this.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest.
No worries, Kim. We got this.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Just let the numbers wash over you. And that's it. Oh, that's the value.
And that's it.
Okay, so that's what did them in.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
Ah, that's what Suna mentioned.
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Igaunian investors pulled the plug.
So the thing is, I thought Suna was working for some research company. I could have just been getting the wrong impression out of that. But I also thought it was something recent that she was doing. This seems like it's ages since these guys have packed up. Anyway, continue.
What is clear is that one day an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air.
When the project was returned, it was completely blank.
Okay, continue.
The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
Ah, so they lost the whole game and wouldn't pay for it.
Always read the terms of service.
As usual. Wasn't there a copy of the game? A backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch.
Damn.
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
It's not very convincing, is it?
Her former colleagues would agree with you.
Is there anything else from this lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Yeah, I know that.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let's wait, can I press play again?
The speaker.
Good evening. Please repeat.
Oh, no,
Thank you.
Tiles on the cube.
Remove?
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Maybe I can sell that actually. 50 yo. Maybe I can. So Kim now has something to say, yes. And as I leave, he should pop up. Oh no.
Okay. What do you think is going on? Yes, I got that. What I meant was, what were they trying to achieve with this damn game? What were their ambitions? Because this here looks rather advanced.
He has respect and curiosity for this failed endeavor.
Me too.
This is way above your tiny little policeman head.
I don't know, I'm not an artist.
Okay, well, I think it looks like one of those popular...
Utter madness, he thinks.
Oh,
Through Colin standards, the game master, not too much, but I don't think anyone has. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
cool. Alright, let's do this again. Oh, you know I'm going to do it again. You just know I am. I heard footsteps and I was like, wait, is that someone? But it's our footsteps, okay. Can I do a quick save? How does that work, quick save? Okay, that's just a quick save. Okay. Oh, you know we're doing this again.
An iron spot still. Those curtains.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
This is not random.
Why do you think there's something on the other side, necessarily? In any case, there's no way we can get in right now. Let's investigate further.
Oh, I did that, okay. Right there, cool. Alright, so we did all this. Hopefully I didn't miss out on anything, but we're here now. Let's just look around first. It's a lot bigger than I expected. This summons. Oh, it's an exit, isn't it? This? I wonder where that goes. Money! Oh, okay. A cellar window, people's feet shuffling by on the street. I think this is what we saw like a while ago, perception wise. We saw like a grate near the floor somewhere, and it was showcasing this area.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads off into the darkness, while the black one seems to be feeding a buzzing little fridge-like thing in the corner.
Don't rip the red one out. You'll awaken the ghosts.
Red one leads off into darkness, while the black one seems to be feeding a buzzing little fridge.
And somewhere in the dark, a giant electrical mammal stirs to life. Something close to you dies with a...
Why did you do that?
I don't know why.
The lieutenant raises his brows. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the...
Intercom wires, breaker box. Ooh. Insane mesh tank top. Nice. Yes. Where is the fridge? The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. How do I... Oh. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Damn. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect them.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
Are you sure? What does this mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Oh. Is there stuff to look at still? Or is
A
it just
few
going to be...
bricks have fallen off.
Yeah. Oh my god. Are you serious? Ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. What's this? The wall collapsed. Inaccessible now. Well, let's look at this first.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This must be the giant ice bear fridge that Suna mentioned. Look inside.
Crack
A
open.
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. Nah, let's just do this. Look inside as
The
well.
shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
It's striking me how weird it is that I could have come here to deal with the body if I needed more time to keep it frozen. I could have come all the way here to do this. That's interesting because it's quite a trek.
But where's the filament memory? It's not here.
Yeah, I can't see the offsite copy anywhere.
Someone must have taken it.
Damn.
What does the note say?
Take the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Ah, is it not going to tell me what it is? Anyway, examine one of the ice cream
A
wrappers.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Ooh, sounds good. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnival.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge. Well, we actually plugged that in.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
So let's check the note. Oh, we got this. Oops. What's this do? Drama. Where did you even get that one? No, really. Where? Who put it in that drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. Good. Only 11 real? Seriously? A broken bell McGrath from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt action military rifle with a wooden frame. And finally, handwritten note from the fridge. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
You can find the film memory with the off-site copy and the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home ASAP. It's important. Is that the one? Wait. The one just next to us. It's weird. Someone has moved the filament, but who?
Sulislav. Wasn't he one of Miss Lucan and Kilda's co-workers? I remember coming across this name when we were reading her personal log.
Remind me again, what's the filament
It belongs
memory?
inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape.
It's
Yeah.
like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Thank you, interfacing. Who's the illiterate ginger kid like? Seriously?
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh,
Kuno?
I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Yeah, so I assumed it was this thing. No? I mean, there are wires here. Well, what's this thing?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly picks
No
inside.
one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead
Look
rats.
inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs,
Where is that?
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying, or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
Smear your hands with
A
coal.
lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Yes, sir.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
I am the reincarnation.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
Ha ha ha. No.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them.
We're exploring this dark place and I need the protection of my war paint
And
for
this protects you.
It gives me confidence and that's all that matters.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
I'm not going to kick it because I don't want to burn more HP or life. Alright, so I'm gonna look at our tasks. So help Suna, find the frozen ice cream maker, door gun and mega mix. Okay. I feel like this place is gonna shut down any minute now. Oh.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. Something close.
Why did you do that?
Something close to you dies.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1.
Oh, this thing?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank
you
ice
serious?
cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melted.
Seriously. Then turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Okay. Is there anything I can wear to help? I mean, I'm sure there are. Physical instrument. Da da da. I think that's this thing, isn't it? And the only other one is the red one, isn't it? Okay. But that just gives me that. Get the ice cream maker open. Find the right tool or ask Suna for help. Do I not have the right tool on me right now?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank. This orange machine is dead still.
Fireball
It
not
has
strong
a
enough.
hand crank ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Oh, wait, what? Can I use both?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put stats into that, just to... Might have to go back to Suna. So did I not put this back on then?
Only the red cable is plugged into the brick.
Cool. Well, let's do another quick save then. See where this goes. Are you serious? Wow.
An old call box with a
I guess there was
of
Fortress
buttons lists all
and
the companies
Slipstream.
in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Fortress Accent SCA. Wait, do I even want to do this now? Because oh, does this mean I could have entered here? Ah, I would have so preferred to have gone for Volition then versus Pain Threshold. Wow. I just did a quick save, so I'm going to test this out. See if that's all it does. Wait, why can I not do it? Yeah, so it's blanked out because it's not something that I can do
An old
anymore.
call box with a matrix of
Oh, no, wait,
push
I
buttons.
can.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and alright. Maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Okay, so this is different? Call her again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Distance yourself from it. Please don't hang up.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Wait, are you repeating your words?
Michelle, just please.
Oh. Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finishes the sentence sounds exactly the same.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
It doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Is it over? Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Just a recording, and here I thought...
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep listening.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head.
Continue.
Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So,
The strange alien thought pattern ends and the lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom.
it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry?
Mm-hmm. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Something weird just happened.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Thanks, Gabe. So, was that worth it? Probably not, but it was cool, I think, regardless. Alright, so that's that. Before the place closes her shop, let's go in, talk to her.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? It's just a door.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
I am kind of happy if that's the case.
Host Almighty, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Cursed, but I thought it wasn't real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
I have already done that.
Her facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
No.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
You mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? I heard voices.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the
Nice.
lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
I had a few more questions.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
How does it
The
manifest?
curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Do I still have my face all painted up?
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
And I mentioned all of this.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Maybe that was a net.
Sounds familiar.
Strange. I feel unwanted too.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Aha.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Okay.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
What about the walls on the backdrop?
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
I heard that the union has squeezed out all local businesses to fund their strike. How is your store still up and running?
It must be these very spells and wards of protection that keep me safe from all the ill and wicked deeds.
Why didn't you just tell me?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
And that's gone.
The woman looks aloof.
I didn't even see her
features
leave.
much softer.
That'll be cool
Occasionally,
to
she
see on the
glances at
video
her
actually
daughter's silhouette.
afterwards. Is CG kind of disappear now as well? Oh, that's interesting. The fact that I wonder if I can come in here at night through the back door then and steal stuff. Okay. Oh no, I need my flashlight out. Damn. Poor animals, huh? I missed that last time. So we have all this still. Yeah, this. Autosave. Ooh. Oh, wait, we go to the furnace first, actually.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
War painted phase, call slipstream, helping sooner. 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay. Just because I could still fail. That's where all the clothes I need, which was just the one. Wait, do I already have it equipped? Oh, I already have it equipped. Okay, well.
A thick layer of coal dust covers
white
the
check.
furnace. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
I summon the ghost.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Man, I missed out. Well, I lost life just because of that. Investigate doomed commercial area. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. I don't really like carrying this pry bar around tool. What else can we carry? A normal one? No. Yeah, for now. There's your failure and hatred. So, locked containers, lock containers, open lock containers, huh? Okay. Makes no difference, I guess. Alright, let's do this again. Quick save. Hello. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Are you the other girl who put the filament in the other freezer?
Hello, I'm Nia.
Oh no, not you. Okay, a bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
How do you get in and out of here?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by Meluse?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like RPGs yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay, I like to buy a die.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Tell me about your most extraordinary die.
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
No.
Alright, maybe some other die then?
I don't want to accidentally spend money here though.
No need to rush. Take a look around, see if anything inspires you.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Yeah, sure.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean, daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops trying to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Ah, so we're actually inside it. Oh, weird. She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Interesting.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Okay.
Create here.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, his ceiling fading into shadows above. Do you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested
I have
in
a lot
anyone
to ask.
specific?
Hasselon?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window, her face reflecting back in the dark.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Very true. How did that community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines. Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool. Yeah. What's Snuff Milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Ooh.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Then she lets the thought go. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying
You
around.
mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Okay.
Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect activists.
Mm-hmm. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys.
Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
Whoa, really? I mean, we found him in some state, didn't we? The hanged man. I'm just thinking maybe just time of death, sorry, would help. What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind her.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean, liberal?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic. And to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Her eyes wander to the shelves full of die prototypes and discarded models.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
What about their other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Okay.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
That's what I was thinking exactly. I know a girl just like that. She works in Frit.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT.
Don't tell me the racist lorry driver is going out with her.
And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache.
Of course not.
It didn't work out.
The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Malformed, that's kind of weird.
Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
Is that a real? It's a real bear. Okay.
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist?
I like how electrochemistry is disappointed. I failed an easy one as well. Megatherion?
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Grab your necktie and mumble.
What?
Do you ever feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail the fun out of you?
No, officer. I don't have a vision beast.
Is the necktie my vision beast then?
Normal people don't have vision beasts. Only drug-addled madmen like the taxidermists do.
What about horrible neckties?
Neckties? I guess they do sometimes, officer. But I don't understand how it's relevant to our discussion. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
You're telling me the doorbell with the empty name card is yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the whirling in rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Interesting. East Delta Pinball, is that now the whirling?
Yes. I've heard it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
You know, this is something the cafeteria manager might want to know.
My advice? Don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
This means the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area. Garth is gonna love this.
I don't know this guard, but something tells me he won't.
A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company called Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
I think we already worked this out.
Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
It may have been some sort of rare electrical anomaly.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
About the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't. Sure, I'm listening.
Okay, actually, I had other
Good.
questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I heard this place is cursed.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
No, the whirling isn't doing well either.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I still just want to go with this. I think it still might be you.
So I'm the grand dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim?
There's something ghostly about you.
Ethereal? Thank you, but I think it's just the lighting.
No, it's the troubled color of her energetic vibrations.
Ooh. No, I mean it. Your energetic vibrations are off. I sense tragedies in your past.
Of course you do. Show me a person in Martinez who doesn't have any tragedies in their past, and then we'll talk. If you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
Plaisance needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation. The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Shivers. 14. I need super high. I can wear something to maybe somehow increase my luck for shivers. Minus. I have +1 right now. Oh no, crap. Shivers. So I only got 1. I wonder if I can change quickly, do this, and then come back out. No, I doubt it. I'm going to lightly fail anyway, so.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
You feel nothing.
Ooh.
If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
9. I had 9. It was 15. I think. 9 and I had 3 or 4. And just not quite. I'm not going to start taking off my clothes. That's weird.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools.
Aye. Nothing else here. Interesting. Oh, I can't go to places, but maybe I can go into the book shop and steal from her. Ah, I like how it's locked. We busted through. Surely we should be able to. She's not fixed that yet. Oops.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it.
Physical instrument. Do I need my jacket for that actually? No. I have a -1 physical instrument. Okay, what's that? Oh, I have 2. Get rid of this. Oh yeah, only the top gives me physical instrument, yeah. Okay, let's wear this then. Alright, so Doomed Hostile. Question the totally answered. Whirling in rags, part of that. Escape Doom, report back to plaisance. Alright, cool. So it's almost 10. So I think I can send Kim off to sleep. Then I might talk to... What's her name up there? Oh wow, everyone's still here. Wait. Disco. Can I not do disco? I can tell it's that. What's that?
Hey, was there something you needed?
Wait.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
I saved this one. What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you going to ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why?
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
Are you thinking of turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I have to warn you. I may have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
The whirling is listed on the intercom outside. As one of the businesses in Building B, you should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call and couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
Hold on, not once? Isn't that already a sign of decline?
It's a sign of the whirling in rags not being part of the doomed commercial area. If anything, we're revitalizing this neighborhood.
Relax, Mr. Gart. I'm sure there is no doom. He simply wants to share his discoveries with you.
The Whirling was once the East Delta pinball arcade which failed, though perhaps the Whirling will escape the curse if you let me stay back here.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
You really care about the Whirling, huh?
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Aha! You shouldn't be so worried about that label.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
And who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateneers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
What about those other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the Whirling.
Well, good luck to you.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help. So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs, next to Classier's bedroom.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The colour has drained from his face.
Are you sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
I don't want to say about... Do I have to tell him? I don't know if I want to tell him. Oops. Yeah, I don't think we have to do that yet. Sing, smoke, possible, booze, nah, murder weapon, spirit is don't know. Oh, sing the signs, that, so I don't actually have to tell him. Okay.
Yes? Do I have a shaker?
He sounds irritated.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? That's right.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand. You need...
Like what?
How do I sing?
Cop of the apocalypse. It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be
a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no, the event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom, by what, and how, you don't know. All you know is, you're not joking around.
Damn. Oh, why are these so boring? Man, sucks. Okay, well, I'll leave it for now, but at least I know these two are kind of whatever. I can throw these. Especially this one, because it's just a learning cap. It's like, it's whatever.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well, let's send Kim off first. Hey, is it fixed? I can't go in now. How do I? Can I not do the? Maybe I can do it on my when I'm on my own. Oh, maybe. What? Oh, I have to. I have to go to bed. Well, that's quick save. I have to go to my bed all the way around town just to get Kim to go to bed. Oh. In that case, I might as well just come here. Let's just see if somehow this opened up.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and
There's something about don't be afraid to talk to people or something. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving to persons in power, like police officers.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
This one?
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
What was I wanting to ask her?
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted? Yeah? All right.
forgot what it was. Is it in my task actually? Okay, specifics about the dead man. Okay. This
Not
one, I
my
guess.
favorite topic, but okay.
What had
We
happened between
partied.
you?
With all due respect, sir. Oh,
What did you do?
we drank
What else?
stimulants. I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word, but there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar,
She appears aloof, but that with aloof.
When was this?
a month ago? Something like that.
Can you tell me about him?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep
I know it's
She meant she sees him in her dream.
You have? Not like I do.
She dips.
I can see.
funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
Bullet?
You mean?
I'm confused.
So am I.
Things are.
It's hard. She's just tired. Don't push her too much.
Okay.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Can I ask you this?
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening to it, but haven't yet.
She nods, exhaling a dense cloud of cigarette smoke.
So I don't know. I came back later and I don't know when else, unless she means like midnight itself proper. In which case, I shall leave that to the next session, really. Let's go downstairs. Can I not do? Oh, this feels right. You belong here. Yeah, I can't play any music. Maybe I need the boombox for this, I assume, actually. I can go buy the boombox and then I have the books to read and all that. And we'll do that in the next session, I think. And I think I'll call it there for this session. Save game. Ah, 2 quick saves. Nice. Let's make a save here. Alright. Alright, we did quite a bit this session, I think, as well, again. We didn't actually do the church, did we? Oh, damn. Stuff at the nightclub, we didn't do that. Well, we did a little bit, I guess, with Suna and going into the... that basement area of the book shop and getting more information there. It was quite a decent sized area, actually, so that's actually pretty cool. Did all that. And then we need to go back to Suna to check if she has any clue of how to get to the item in the ice cream freezer. I don't know what the difference is putting it in the freezer versus putting it in the bear thing. Like, seriously, what's the difference? Anyway, I mean, she gave us that thing, but it didn't. It just cancelled out that minus 20 from not having the item, rather than giving us any bonus. Anyway, we'll talk to her maybe first, and then go back to the area, and try, if she doesn't have anything new to say, go back to the freezer and just attempt a white check. Anyway, so that's a few plans for next time. We've not really gotten the nightclub started, but in due time. There's probably a bunch of other stuff to do just off the top of my head that I don't remember, but we'll come back to it, and I'll try to again maintain and play as much as I can when I have the time. This was good fun, but I gotta stop here. And that's all from me for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.